Hi, everybody, and welcome to Faces in the Field. My name's Adam Darengowski. I work with the communications team here at Miller Pipeline. Faces in the Field is where we highlight the efforts of one of our teammates making it happen out on the job site. Today, that teammate is Don Noble. He is a laboring foreman out of the South Bend, Fort Wayne area. Don, thanks for coming in Faces in the Field.
Thank you, Adam. I've been looking forward to it.
Well, first of all, let's get your kind of origin story of how you got into the industry. What helped you break in? What made you kind of follow this as a career path?
So when I first turned 18, I got into road construction, doing concrete work for a couple years. Um, and then my father-in-law ended up working for Miller. And a good family friend of his, which is one of our general foremen here, had hounded me for years, like, "Hey, you're gonna be taken care of. Come over here, get involved in this." And I played around with it a little bit. I left construction, went and did sales. Wasn't really my thing. I wanted to be back outside. That's all I wanted. So I gave it a shot and fell in love with it. So
What is it like getting the opportunity to kind of work with your hands every day and kind of experience new things each and every day? How much do you enjoy that portion of what you do?
I love it. I love being physical. That's why I couldn't do the whole sales thing. Just standing there looking out a window and waiting to talk to people and the physicalness of it and the digging and all that. I fell in love with that. I
Yeah.
I left to be an operator for a little bit for like 6 months. And operating just wasn't my thing. I wanted to go back to digging my holes and putting pipe together. So
Is that something that a lot of people don't realize is that like there are different kind of responsibilities on every job site and finding your own, you can kind of find where you fit in, right?
right, yeah, absolutely.
What was that process like for you finding where you kind of fit in?
Um, it was tough because at first it was like, I want to be that guy on the machine. He just sits there all day. That's all he does. And then I took a chance and went and got to be that guy. And I was like, nope, don't want to be that guy. I want to go back to digging my holes. So it was just kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. And it's not always as good as it looks. It's never as good as it looks on the other side. So
Yeah.
just kinda gotta play with it and figure out what's your niche.
Right. You mentioned that you kind of develop a familial bond with the guys you work with. Uh, how valuable is that in terms of the actual work you do, that you kind of know what everyone's responsibility is, but also their personality? How does that affect kind of the work on a day-to-day basis?
Um, Having a good chemistry with your guys is very, very important, and just being able to trust each other and this person's got your back if something's going wrong, or they're looking out for you if they see you getting ready to do something you shouldn't be. So it's very important to build that relationship with your crew, and it just makes the days go easier when you can trust each other and have fun with each other and create like a brotherhood with them.
Let's put yourself in the position of someone who may be where you were a couple years ago, working an office job or maybe going to school and kind of realizing maybe it's not for them. What's a piece of advice you would give them about this industry and maybe giving it a shot?
Just send it. Just send it and hope that you get a good crew or a good foreman or good bosses, and just be ready to dig and work hard.
Absolutely.
It's definitely not like standing there and selling stuff or sitting at a desk. It's awesome though.
When did you kind of make the transition to being in kind of a foreman field leadership role? How long ago was that?
Um, so I'll be about a year and a half in.
What, uh, what have you learned over that year and a half that has kinda surprised you?
I had always said, I'm ready. I want that. That's what I want to be. And then I got it and I'm like, huh. I was like, this is tough being responsible for everything and everybody and making sure everything's done right.
How do you manage all
So,
those responsibilities?
luckily for me, I have a really good support team as like my general foreman and my superintendents. Um, I can go to them with any questions, concerns, anything like that. And they've helped me a ton. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for my support team higher up.
Yeah.
and other foremen. I mean, because I'm around our area, I'm one of the younger ones.
Sure.
So it definitely comes in handy just having a good relationship with all of them. They're all so helpful and do whatever they can to help or answer questions or anything.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that a lot of foremen, they kind of feel like they're out on an island and that they don't really have anyone to lean on. How crucial is it to just open up those lines of communication and just kind of bounce ideas off one another?
I'd say it's very because if you're just gonna try to do it all by yourself and not ask those questions, you're gonna stress yourself out and possibly make some mistakes. So it's always nice to just be able to call them, they'll walk you through it, do whatever they need to do, and we're lucky enough to have some guys like that, so it definitely helps out.
Is it almost crucial though, as you're kind of gaining experience as a field leader, to make some mistakes and kind of learn from them? What are some of those moments that you can think of from your experience that have really helped you?
There's there's been quite a few, it's just learning to not get into a rush.
Mm.
Rushing and doing this stuff and just trying to rush through it is not a good mix because 'cause you'll miss things. It could be utility that if you would've looked a little bit closer, you would've seen, "Hey, there is something here," and you end up hitting that or causing some kind of damage, so it's just very important to slow down.
Yeah.
We all wanna go home, we wanna get the job done right, so it's just slowing down and taking your time doing that 'cause there's been a couple times where I've been in that "let's go, go, go" kinda mode and something's went wrong, and so it's just learning to not do that.
Yeah. Well, we have a, program here called What I Live For. It just reminds us to be safe, reminds us what we do all this for. So Don, what do you live for?
I live for my wife and my 3 kids. Um, I'd say all the animals, but those are my wife's, so
Well, I like to finish every face in the field with some rapid fire questions just to get to know you a little better. So I'll toss them out and you just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Does that sound okay?
yes, sir.
All right, first one. What's the tool that you use the most?
A shovel.
Shovel every day.
Yeah.
Messy truck or clean truck?
Clean truck. More efficient.
There we go.
I need to work on mine, but
Hey, nobody's perfect, right?
right.
uh, favorite season to work in? Spring, summer, winter, fall?
Oh.
Fall. Not too hot, not too cold, right?
Mhm.
Favorite leisure activity? Hunting, fishing, golf, or something else?
As I've gotten older, I've gotten into golf more, so I'd say that's probably my favorite right now.
What are we shooting these days?
Triple digits, that's all I'm gonna say.
It can only get better, right?
Right. Absolutely.
And then finally, what's your favorite core value and why?
I would say safety. Um, where I had worked prior was a little scary sometimes, so that's why I came here and that's why I stayed here. It's very, very important, and nobody will say otherwise. Anything, any kind of concern with something safety-wise or anything, it is taken care of in a heartbeat. And that's the most important one to me. I want all my guys to go home. I want to go home.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. Thank you so much for coming on Facing the Field, Don. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity.
Awesome. Well, he's Don Noble. He is out of the South Bend region. And if you want to join Don's team, be sure to visit MillerPipelineCareers.com. Also, be sure to follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, anywhere you are. We definitely are. This has been Facing the Field. We will see you next month.